Okay, good afternoon, everyone. It is Friday. Hello. We made it to the end of the week, and we are tracking storms like we've been doing every single day this week. I'm meteorologist Robertson. I'm just going to show you what's on the radar this afternoon and what's ahead later on this evening and what we have in store for the weekend. Pretty much every single day this weekend, you're going to be watching out for scattered showers and storms. Typical this time of year is rainy season, no surprises there. But your mornings will be pretty quiet. We are going to transition into a different type of pattern as we head into next week. So we're going to see some timing changes with those showers. But we'll kind of detail what's going on for the next 3 days or so, and then we'll talk about what's ahead next week pretty briefly at the end of the forecast here. So if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section below, and let me know where you're watching from, and let me know if you can hear me. It looks like my mic levels are good. But still give me a thumbs up if you can hear me just fine. All right, here's our radar. Nothing out of the ordinary, and actually looking a little drier than yesterday. So, you know, look at the sunny side of it all. Not as much rain compared to how we ended our Thursday. Thursday was just a rowdy end of the day as those storms really formed along that sea breeze as it pushed to the northwest. Almost everyone got a nice downpour yesterday. Today we are trending a little drier, but there are some storms, a couple of downpours on the radar. So I'll show you what's going on here. We'll go around the area, starting out north here, the Nature Coast. But if you want to try to hone in on any particular areas, put down in the comment section, and I can try to do that. But it's not raining everywhere. You can see along. Let's zoom in here. It's 589 there. There is a few showers popping up along that road from southern Citrus County all the way into Hernando. Just to the north of Brook Ridge and Brooksville. That's most of the rain in the Nature Coast. Even Pasco is not too wet at this time, pretty dry. You can kind of see that sea breeze there pushing in that line. You can kind of see it. Let me zoom in here. See from like Lando Lakes all the way down to the Busch Gardens area to Tampa. That is that sea breeze, the West Coast sea breeze pushing in. It's going to collide with the East Coast sea breeze, and that's when we're going to start to see a few storms fire up along that. Give it about 2 hours or so. But for now, looking pretty decent throughout much of our coastal areas. There was a small downpour that popped up very briefly in the northern bay here, just along the Courtney Campbell, Rocky Creek area. Dissipated. Didn't really make it all the way to Oldsmar, so it didn't really last for too long. We are working with some slightly drier air in the mix today, so some of these storms are not really lasting for very long, but they are producing some heavy rain in a short period of time. But it's typical tropical downpours that we're seeing. You can see this red dot here. That is a small but mighty downpour just coming to the west in the Welcome area. This is going to continue to move into the Fishhawk area, but this is not too significant at all. We're starting to see a bit more activity, more scattered as you get further south, like in Sarasota County, Charlotte County. You can really see how these storms blossomed as they made their way out into the bay. Captiva, you can kind of see those storms pushing into those barrier islands there, and then they're really blossoming once they get off ashore, so which is kind of a good thing unless you're a boater, but most of the storms that are really forming right now are forming in the water, the more intense storms at least. But here's that live look around the area once again. Oh, I do not want to not talk about Withla and Eva up here in the northern part of Polk County. No, this is not a widely populated area, but there is one straggler, one downpour in northern Polk. Wow, a lot of these storms passed through and they really just fell apart pretty quickly. So I'm expecting to see a bit more rain form. I'm going to zoom out here and circle this. I'm expecting to see some more storms form kind of in this area right here. You can see where that boundary is just to the south of Ruskin, and then there's that sea breeze that's moving into the bay right now. Some storms could form along that as we get into the next couple of hours, so we're watching this area as we get into around 6 o'clock to see what forms. But the storms really won't last for too long. You can still get outside this evening and really enjoy the rest of your Friday. Just make sure you have an eye on the radar. Wouldn't cancel any of your plans at all. Hey everyone. Hey Yvonne and Debbie and Sue. Dave, good afternoon. And Prudence, watching from Inglewood. Hey, Prudence. Yeah, Debbie said it is pouring here in Port Charlotte. Crazy again tonight. Yeah, Port Charlotte is seeing a good bit of rain right now. It is falling apart, though. You can really see these heavy downpours as they form within about an hour or so. They didn't really last for too long. So that's what we're going to see again. Well, not really again, but we're going to see today. That's kind of the flavor of the atmosphere today. Yesterday, we had a lot of moisture, a lot of instability too, thanks to this upper level low that's pretty close to us. Let's see, I'm trying to switch over here to my other graphic. It does take some time to load. We have an upper level feature that is bringing more instability into the area. That's one of the reasons why our storms yesterday were a bit on the stronger side. Today, they could be a little strong too, but we're really not seeing the type of activity that we saw yesterday. You can see the water vapor imagery. There is a weak front moving to the north, or moving to the south rather. It's to our north. You see that dry air in the orange there. We're not getting any of that, but you can really see where that moisture has pulled in, and it's really just throughout most of Florida, the drier air is moving into parts of the southeast right now as that front moves in. As that front moves in, that moisture is going to be pulling ahead of that. And so that's why we're going to continue to see those scattered showers through the weekend. We have a sufficient moisture, we have the sea breezes, and that's our forcing factor as we get into the afternoons. And of course, we have abundant instability from that daytime heating. So for today, for tomorrow, and for Saturday, we are going to be monitoring a bit more activity on the radar. One of the good things about tomorrow and most of your Sunday is that you'll be able to get outside and dodge the rain throughout most of the day, even throughout some parts of the cooler parts of the day. Your morning's going to be fine. We still have this typical summertime-like pattern in place for Saturday with that easterly flow that's going to keep the storms out of the way for most of the area, at least until 1 to 2 o'clock. And then we'll start to see showers form inland before they push towards the coast around 5 to 6 o'clock. Lasting until about 8, and then we're done for the night. So here's the play-by-play with that. See, here's your Friday. And Gerald says, any rain projected for the Land O'Lakes area. And here's the futurecast, Gerald, so I'll show you what to expect over the next coming days. There is definitely a good chance that the Land O'Lakes area is going to get some rain as these storms are going to continue to push to the west each day this weekend. So here's your Friday. You can see where those storms are going to try to form, initialize there as you get in 6 and 7 o'clock. I was showing you on the radar. I kind of circled where we could see the next batch of storms blossom. So kind of around the immediate Tampa Bay area, around the bay, heading into our southern counties like Manatee and Sarasota County tonight. Mainly most of our coast, good chance for rain tonight between 6 to about 8. So just keep that in mind. All the way from Crystal River down into Sarasota. Fair game for the entire coast. So keep your umbrellas close if you're going to be heading out this evening. And keep an eye on the radar too. But we're done overnight, so if you're going to be heading out way late past my bedtime, around 10 to 11 o'clock, you should be fine. The atmosphere stabilizes overnight. And then we start all over again for Saturday. Saturday is going to be pretty nice, especially during the morning time. Maybe a bit of cloud cover, but nothing too significant. No rain, definitely. And this is around noon. You can see noon stopping the radar here, stopping the futurecast. Dry, dry, dry. Those winds are still coming out of the east. You can see the showers, the shower activity at least, is mainly focused over eastern Florida, that eastern coast, kind of from the Space Coast all the way down along I-95. Polk County may see a sprinkle or isolated shower by noon, but we really want to start to see activity pick up until we get into around 3 to 4 o'clock. You can really see scattered showers starting to push to the coast by then. The 3:30, some showers are possible along I-75 and even to the west of that. So showers can make it to the Pasco County, northern Pinellas County coast by then. But then as we get into around 4 to 5 o'clock, we can really see some stronger storms setting up on the radar. So if you're planning for that beach sunset tomorrow, just keep that in mind. Even though 5 to 6 o'clock is not sunset time, you may want to head out there. Think it's a good time to maybe get yourself situated on the beach. I can tell you right now, that's going to be a gamble. So 5 to 6 o'clock, we can get a lot of lightning with these storms. These storms could produce some heavy winds as well. I would say stay clear of the coast as you get into that time. 5 to about 7 o'clock. These storms will eventually push offshore I'm going to switch over to my next model here because it stopped at 6 o'clock on Saturday. But the storms will definitely push offshore around 8 to 9, kind of after sunset, unfortunately. So with this flow in place, it's just really not going to be the best night or best early evening to head out to the beach. Gosh, what's going on my radar here? There we go. So, trying to get this back in position here. Ooh, so you see 5 o'clock, look at those storms blossoming along that sea breeze. The coast is not going to be the place where you want to be. I know St. Pete Beach on a Saturday is the place to be at that time, but it's going to be raining, more than likely. Overnight, we dry up though. So just at the coast, that's the area that we really had to keep our eyes on around supper time and through sunset. Now, Sunday is kind of a transition day for us. We are going to see those winds still out of the east in a way, especially earlier on in the day, but they are going to turn more southerly through the afternoon. What this means, we can get a few showers pushing in here at the coast a little earlier than 6 to 7 o'clock. So have your rain gear ready if you're going to be heading outdoors around 1 to 2, even 3 o'clock throughout the day, and then we'll continue to see showers push in here at least until 7 to 8. And then it'll be way north of us. So we have a wind shift, a low-level flow shift that's going to direct the moisture into our area and get those storms popping off a little earlier on through the day on Sunday. But I think still most of your morning will be nice and dry. It's not until between just 1 to 3 o'clock we start to see those storms really developing, and they'll be out of here by 7 o'clock. You can see on our futurecast, not much out there by 7 to 8. And then by Monday, you can still see those scattered showers are possible through the morning. This is kind of that pattern change I was talking about early, if you had stayed, if you were on that early. But we are expecting a pattern change by next week. We have more of an onshore flow. So Monday through Tuesday, we can get a few showers early on. I'm talking around commute time for a lot of our coast. You can see that batch of rain offshore there. This is where my model stops. It doesn't go all the way out. It stops about 3 days, but you can really see that rain offshore. We'll have abundant moisture, and we'll have a good bit of rain pushing in here through the morning in some spots. Just keep that in mind if you're out there driving to work and then you run into a downpour. Do not be surprised. It's definitely possible earlier on Monday. So our timing of the storms and showers change. And then the storms intensify a bit more. We'll get those really heavy downpours in some of our inland spots and in eastern Florida by the afternoon into the evening. Our evenings will be a lot drier as we head into Monday and Tuesday of next week with this pattern change. So, hope that wasn't a mouthful. Let's break it all down once again. Afternoon storms tomorrow. Mainly, for the coast, around 5 o'clock to 8 o'clock. I know that's a big window, but that's really the time. Supper time, coastal storms. Late afternoon, inland storms. Sunday, the storms start a little earlier, so between 1 to 3 o'clock for the coast. And those storms will continue to push north through the day. We'll be done with the rain by around 7 o'clock. For most of us, we'll be done even earlier than that, maybe 4 or 5. So it's not going to rain the entire day for your weekend. You just got to keep an eye on the radar and be mindful of the timing changes each day this weekend. There's still going to be ample opportunities to get outside. I can promise you, not a washout at all. So, through the next 7 days, I got kind of quieter here because we have the newscast going on right now. But the next 7 days, here is your play-by-play here. Saturday and Sunday, showery. Keep that in mind. Temperatures in the low 90s each day. No surprises there. By Monday into Tuesday, a few showers possible through your morning and early afternoon. I think your evenings are going to be a little quieter as we head into the start of next week, just because we switch to more of a southwesterly flow. And we'll maintain with those moderate rain chances through Wednesday and Thursday of next week. Very rainy season-like, nothing too out of the ordinary here. And we're not expecting any washouts, no all-day rain. And no tropical systems to bring us that all-day rain. That's always a good thing. Okay, that is it for me. Laura said I'm listening to the Angels bowling. That is a beautiful way to talk about thunder. That's awesome. I got to start using that one. I'll steal that from you, Laura. All right. Here's your satellite. Once again, I'm going to leave it on here for a little bit so you can kind of plan out your day. Way different situation compared to yesterday, but we are going to be watching out for a few more storms forming along the immediate Tampa Bay area, as you get into around 6 o'clock. So just keep that in mind if you do have any plans to head out on the roads or head to dinner at that time. Bring your umbrella, just to play it safe. Okay, that's it from me. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. It's going to be a good weekend. Hope you enjoy it. And, any rain for Kissimmee. Sorry, Meg, I completely ignored you. Kissimmee, absolutely, there's a possibility. It just depends on what day you're asking for. Scattered showers are possible throughout that entire Orlando area as we head into the weekend. But they will arrive a little earlier on Saturday. I would say for the Kissimmee area, there's a possibility for a scattered shower or storm closer to 2 to 3 o'clock. And not much rain that evening. Sunday, those storms can be a little bit earlier depending on where you are, maybe 4 to 5. Or a little later, 4 to 5, since we do have a bit of a flow change there. But Kissimmee, same situation kind of for us. I know they're a bit further east. The timing is going to change, but in this situation for Central Florida, there's definitely a chance to see those showers every day this afternoon. So just keep that in mind. If you have any Disney plans, have your ponchos. You won't need them all day though. All right, that is it for me. I'm going to wrap it up. I will see you all tomorrow. No, I won't. I won't see you all tomorrow. I'll see you on Monday. Have a good weekend. Bye.